crisscross. Bet against me.
Up next, we'll see two QBs drafted number 2 overall. Zach Wilson back in April and Carson Wentz back in 2016. It's the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Colts offense ready to go here for the first time. And the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year at Indianapolis.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February. And although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time, and leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And Carl Lawson signed with the New York Jets in March of 2021 after 5.5 sacks with Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. Touchdown, Colts! Mo Alley-Cox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Pirine is in. Touchdown, Jets. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was LaMichael Pirine who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
This is Hines. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Crowder.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts coming out now.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Dancing to his left. And Wentz going to slide to his stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz to throw again. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. This to Hines on the drop-off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, 2 classic franchises go at it. The Bears the Steelers, live from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Colts, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Returning it, Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down now, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, it's Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches. Decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch them napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Third and 2. Now Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And the Colts getting ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Hines.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They run with Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz, 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go. Do this.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Wentz now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Throwing again on second down. Wentz over the middle here. It's Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down now,
It's Coleman, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll air this one toward Coleman. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw, Wentz. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. To throw is Wentz. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here we go. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
So for the Jets,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare